What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Narcissists Code. I'm your favorite self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, better known as Mental Healness, across all social media platforms. This is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice. I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, and also validate the victims, survivors, and thrivers of said disorder. Today's episode is going to be about why won't a narcissist leave you alone? Why won't they leave you alone? Why? Why not? Why not? Why don't they just move on? Why can't they leave you alone? Why can't they just let you go? Reason number one, probably the main reason, y'all. They think you belong to them. They have claimed dominion and ownership over your being. You are now property of said narcissist. Like you have one of those cheap tattoos, property of so-and-so on your body. You might have that too. You might have that and they might feel that. You might already have that tattoo on you, and you might also simultaneously feel that way as well. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of people in these situations, you got to understand this is the dynamic that you face when you're dealing with narcissistic people. Like, truly, think about it. If you're dealing with a narcissist and this is the mindset, and that's why they won't let you go, if they think you belong to them, if they touch your body, or like some of the more out there ones, the more psychopathic ones, actually they don't have to ever meet you to think they don't have to date you or sleep with you or anything like that. They can have an encounter with you and think that you belong to them. Those are the real scary ones. But a lot of them can be really scary even if you had an encounter with them. But like, they won't let you go because they think you belong to them. They think you belong to them. They claim dominion over you. They planted their stake in you like on the moon. And they don't want anybody else to have you. No matter how they're treating you, they don't want anybody else to have you. Now, that doesn't make sense to a lot of people when I say that. What if they want us? If they don't want anybody else to have us, why don't they just treat us better? Because they think you should tolerate how they're treating you. If you belong to me, you should do what I say, shouldn't you? I shouldn't have to work hard to keep you here. You should just love me and care for me as is. You know what I mean? So that's one direct reason why they won't leave you alone, because they think you belong to them. They think they've claimed ownership over you. And the more ownership they claim, the harder it is to get away from people like that, y'all. Another reason why they won't leave you alone is because they're not done with you yet. Not just because they own you, because they're not done with you. They don't want the relationship dynamic to end. They're obsessed with you. The obsession with you has not ended yet. So they're not finished. Again, y'all, it does not matter what they have done to you. In their mind, they're not finished with you, so you can't be finished with them. You know what I mean? They're not done with you. They want you. They claim ownership over you. They're not done with you. And in this stage right here, that's why you see a lot of times you deal with narcissistic people. One of the main phrases that I hear people say is, we were on and off for an extended period of time. We were on and off for 6 months. We were on and off for 8 months. We were on and off for 5 years. We were on and off for 10 years. One of the reasons you're on and off, because they're not finished with you yet. They're not done with you. You know what I mean? And it could take a very long time for them to get done with you. How do we make sure they're done with us? How do we get them to be done faster? You have to be unused. Whatever supply that they're getting from you, whatever validation or source of validation, source of supply, whatever you want to use, whatever word you want to use, whatever they're getting from you, whatever that is, it can't exist anymore. Whatever supply that they're getting for you, you have to continuously shut that door. Sometimes you have to force them to leave you alone, y'all. You have to force it. Sometimes you have to give restraining orders and call the police on them. Or sometimes you might have to, protect yourself with one of those pew-pews. Second Amendment type stuff. You know what I mean? So you might have to do that as well. I think a lot of people don't want to do that. Well, I don't want to take it that far. Then, okay, they're going to keep doing it. They understand. Some of them absolutely understand that you don't want to take it that far. So they'll keep doing it. They just absolutely will. You know what I mean? That gets into the mindset right there. They know you don't want to take it that far, so they continuously push those buttons. And then if they do get in trouble when you take it that far, they'll blame you. All I did was try to love you. All I did was want to love you, and this is that, blah, 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 boo, 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 bee, bee, bee. That's all I try to do was love you. And it doesn't work that way, y'all. If you're dealing with narcissistic people, you got to understand the mindset that goes into a lot of these people, y'all. Like, a lot of us, because I'm a narcissist too, y'all, a lot of us, we don't want to be done with you. And another reason we won't leave you alone is because, it's going to sound horrible, we just don't want to see you with anybody else. So in this dynamic right here, y'all, it does not matter if they have moved on to someone else. It does not matter if they're married to someone else, if they have kids with someone else. It does not matter if they move to a different country, a different state, different city, change jobs, whatever. It does not matter what they have going on in their life. They don't want to see you with anybody else. They don't want anybody else around their kids, even though they have somebody else around the kids. You see what I'm saying? Double standards are not fair, but I'm just telling you, this is the dynamic. They don't want to see you with anybody else. And even if they have somebody else, they'll ruin your new relationship by blowing your phone up, popping up at your house, trying to fight your new partner, trying to spread rumors about you to your new partner, starting a smear campaign. They will try their damnedest to ruin your relationship, y'all. They just will. They will try their damnedest to ruin your entire new relationship while they are in one of their own. While they are in one of their own, they will try to ruin your relationship, even though they might seem happy with somebody else. They might just got engaged to somebody else. The crazy about this, they might have just posted a video on Facebook of them proposing to their new person or them getting proposed to by their new person, and then they'll reach out to you. They'll contact you. Well, you know, this should have been us, right? They should have been us, right? You know what I mean? They definitely should have been us. You know what I mean? They definitely should have been us. They don't want to see you with anybody else, y'all. That's one reason they want to let you go. They really. Another reason, y'all, they don't want to see you doing better. And when I say another reason they don't want to let you go, they don't want to see you doing better without them. And when I say better without them, that does not necessarily mean be in another relationship. That does not necessarily mean moving on to someone else. That does not necessarily mean like you are in a relationship, married, having kids. They just don't want to see you doing better without them. Like, as a narcissist, if I saw you doing better without me, it would hurt my feelings, because I thought in my mind, I wanted to be the best you ever had. So I can't be that if you're doing what you're doing right now. You know what I mean? I can't be that if you're going to school, graduating, and getting your degree without me. I can't be that if you're getting your money up without me. You're getting your bag up, hitting that gym and getting back fine, going to get your degree. You see what I'm saying? I can't be that. You doing better without me brings shame to me. I don't want to see you doing better without me. That brings shame to me. So sometimes they'll try to hold you back, y'all. Narcissistic people will try to sabotage your life if they're not part of it. That's just factual information. If they're not part of it, they will try to sabotage your life so you can't do better than them. You know what I mean? You can't do better than them. They want to hold you back and things of that nature. They don't want to see you, like I said, I know you want to, when you're in a relationship, y'all, I know you want a partner. But if you're dealing with a narcissist, you don't get a partner. You get competition. And I know it's not fair, but that's part of the dynamic that comes with living with a narcissist. That comes with being in a relationship with a narcissist. That's part of it right there, y'all. That literally is part of it. They don't want to see you doing better than them. They don't want to see you. Look, what reasons I say? They think they own you. They're not ready to let you go. They don't want to move. Like I said, they don't want to see you with anybody else, and they don't want to see you. They don't want to see you doing better without them. Those are 4 solid reasons why narcissistic people won't let you go. They will not let you go, y'all. I'm just telling you. And all these reasons, sometimes every reason can happen from the same person. It could be one reason. It could be 2 of these. It could be any combination of the 4, y'all. It could be other reasons as well, y'all. I might do a part 2 if I can think of some other reasons. These just popped on top of my head. But like, there could be a few other reasons, y'all. But you have to understand this dynamic that you have to empower yourself. If you get broken up with, or you break up with them, or they discard you, whatever the dynamic is in this relationship, you have to empower yourself to remain as strong as possible. You have to understand that you own you. They don't own you. You have to stay as strong as you possibly can, because they will ruin your damn lives. They will ruin your life if you allow them to, y'all. Even if they're no longer a part of it. Even if they, like I said, they don't have to be. They can be in a relationship, moved on with somebody else completely, and still not let you move on to be happy. You mean they don't want to see you happy? Again, reason number 4, they don't want you to see you doing better. They don't want to see you do. They don't want them not order the narcissistic robot has to reset. Repeating myself and stumbling my words. Reset complete. Reboot complete. They don't want to see you doing better without them, and they don't want to see you happy being without them either. That's the same thing. That's the same dynamic. They don't want to see you smiling and taking pictures and traveling the world and stuff like that without them. I'm just telling you, y'all, narcissistic people we can be extremely jealous people. We can be extremely jealous, insecure people. And, you know, the obsession just bleeds over and it makes the relationship toxic. You know what I mean? And I tell people all the time, like, the longer you stay in this toxic relationship, the more these things come to become true for the narcissistic person. You know what I mean? The longer you stay with them, the more they think they own you, the more that they want to see you anybody else, the more they want to see you moving on, the more they want to see you happy with somebody else. You know what I mean? But you have to empower yourself to be as strong as you possibly can to keep them away, to keep them at bay. And like I said, sometimes don't be afraid to force them to leave you alone, because if you don't, they will take advantage of you and they will ruin your damn lives, y'all. This goes on for years. And and like I said, they can be in a whole new relationship, raising other kids, traveling the world, being happy-go-lucky with somebody else, and they'll try to throw a monkey wrench in your plans. You know what I mean? Anyways, y'all, if you made it this far, I'm super thankful for you. Self-Love Journal available on Amazon. Live in-person workshop is happening in Orlando, Florida, May the 20th. rawmotivationscoaching.com/workshop to check that out, or go to the beacon link in my bio. Like and subscribe for more. Hit that 5 stars on Apple Music, Spotify if you haven't already. Mental Illness is out. Peace.